All right, are we live, man? Are we live? They didn't even give me a chance to actually tune myself in. But guess what? We live, man, and we live in action. I hope my beautiful people are all doing well. But hey, let me go ahead and give y'all the intro, man. What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Gems. What is he podcast, man? You here with the one and only, your host, Relly. And hey, where else would you rather go? Where else would you rather be than getting these gems? Yes, gems. What is he? With your boy, Relly. Hey, I'm here to tell you, man. Hey, have you been tuned in to Minnesota versus Denver right now? Have you been tuned in to the Denver Nuggets playing Minnesota? If you have, or if you haven't, guess what? I'm giving you a live reaction and I'm giving you live in-game updates right now. So if you're here for that, stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you updates throughout this whole podcast, throughout this whole segment. You understand me? So stay tuned. All right, I got you. Don't trip. Don't trip. Just sit back, relax, and hey, let me take care of you now. So, if you read the title, man, hey, it's a Gemz Packed episode. Yes, Weekend Gems is coming at you live, man. And hey, we got a lot to talk about today. All right, it's a lot on the agenda today. So, hey, make sure you sit back, relax, and hey, for this Minnesota Timberwolves game, you know they playing right now. They playing the Denver Nuggets, and they down 15 points right now. Okay, they down 15 right now, but they ain't down and out. All right, stay with me now. All right, I picked Minnesota to win versus Denver. All right, it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're gonna still go ahead and get it done. We're gonna still get in our bag. You know, we just off to a slow start. You feel me? Anthony Edwards, right now, he's sitting at only with 4 points. He's 1 from 7 from the field. And then you got Karl Anthony Towns. He's leading the way and kind of, hey, he showed up tonight. He showed up. He's really, leading the way with 13 points. He has, I think, almost 10 rebounds. But like I said, that team over there, them Denver Nuggets, boy, the defending champs, yeah, they said we ain't going out like that. Play with us if you want to. That boy Murray, that boy got 24 in the first half. Yes, the first half, he got 24, shooting the lights out. And then that boy Yoke, somebody tell me, why he already got a double-double, man? Why does Yoke already got a double-double in the first half? Somebody tell me, please tell me, help me out. How does he already got a double-double? What is going on? But that is the updates for now. Right now it's halftime, so I will continue to give y'all those updates. But if you read the title and if you read the description of today's video, let me go ahead and just rattle off real quick what we got for today's. We got Diddy. I'm talking about Diddy. And is he done in hip-hop? And then we got Drake and Kendrick and what they did for hip hop and bringing everything to the forefront. And then you got, I can't even say their names. Oh boy, versus Tyson Fury. I can't say his name. Oleksandr Usyk. I think that was close, but he defeated Tyson Fury. We're going to talk about that. Of course, I told you we got boxing. Of course, we covering boxing, man. Come on, you know how we doing. Then you got the NFL Weekly. We're talking about Tua, and then we're talking about the NFL offensive rankings. And it's really, is the Dallas Cowboys offense really that much better than Houston Texans, or is the Houston Texans offense really looking like that? I don't know. We're going to talk about it. But we also going to touch on the NBA Weekly. You already know what's going on. Bronny James. Hey, that boy, hey, he looking like he might make the cut, man. They saying he topped 59. Oh, they said he was 59th, but he's top 60 right now as far as the players who can potentially go in the draft combine this year. Of course, that is not for sure. Anything can happen in a draft, but that is the so-called predictions as of right now for Bronny James. He's ranking at 59 after him potentially going into their damn near, like, I think he was ranked like 96th. So after him going to the combine, doing his thing, that moved him up to that top 60 rank. So we're going to touch on Bronny James there. And then we're going to also talk about, hey, is it really nepotism for him, even being considered to be drafted? Because his pops, hey, we're going to talk about it. All right. But, hey, stay tuned because, hey, we got a long episode today. You feel me? We finna be doing a little bit of everything. Like I said, I got live coverage coming from you from Denver and Minnesota right now. It's halftime. All right, we're gonna touch on them in a bit. But it's a topic before this game come back on because I can get this out while it's still at half. Before I go ahead and give you a live update and live in-game reactions to this Denver Nuggets and Minnesota game. I got to touch on the topic now. You know, the diddler, aka Diddy, aka Sean Combs. Yeah. You got to come to my forefront, my guy. Yeah, you got to come to the podium. If you don't know, or if you haven't seen this horrific video, I recommend, honestly, just read about it. You don't even need to see it because it was horrific. But if you've seen the video of Diddy, uh, him abusing and basically treating a woman like a dog, and like a, not even, I wouldn't even say a dog, because I wouldn't even treat my dog like that. Like, but he had the utmost, wherewithal within himself to put his hands on a woman. And we got to talk about it. I wasn't going to touch on anything Diddy related, because that's not what I do on my pod, and I like to really talk about positivity and positive things. But at the end of the day, we got to touch on it, man. At the end of the day, we got to talk about it. The video is viral. CNN even recovered. I said even recovered it, but CNN, they basically ran it as a news story on the news, which is crazy. I hope, if you didn't watch the video, don't watch the video. But hey, like I said, we got to talk about it. Regardless, man, Diddy, you're done. You're done, my guy. And the culture, you're finished. You understand me? The diddler, yeah, no more, my guy. At the end of the day, watching that video, man, it was sickening. For somebody who has sisters, somebody who has, the utmost respect for women, Diddy, I want you to come put your hands on me like that. Yeah, Diddy, I will all the smoke, my guy. Come do me like that, or do any man like that. You feel me? You basically treated her like she was, rundown dog. Literally, but not even that. Like I said, like, I wouldn't even treat my dog like that. You basically treated her like she was nothing. And for you to be walking around, pretending like it ain't happened, and then, obviously saying, oh, the truth will come out. Well, guess what? The truth did come out, and the truth detected that your ass is grass, my guy, and your ass needs to be handled. But that's another story for another day. Like I said, I really didn't want to touch on this story, but we got to talk about it. And that video obviously has been seen, around the world now at this point. And for Diddy, you are a mogul. You are people, go to in some circles, and you are, a father. You have daughters yourself. You feel me? Like, it's crazy, man, to see how, some of these men live their lives, outside the public and outside the hidden eye. You feel me? Like, it's crazy, man. You have dignity. Do you have morals? Do you stand for something? Because that video showed me that you stand for nothing, my guy. And at the end of the day, you deserve to be put under the jail. That's the one thing I don't tolerate, is, disrespecting to putting men physically harming a woman. Like, come on, dog. That can't fly. You can't do that. Come on, man. Put your hands on me first. Put your hands on your bodyguard first. Put your hands on her daddy first. Put your hands on her brother first. You feel me? Like, go do that. And then, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day, I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't. I don't really like talking about negativity. I don't really like talking about negative stuff. But at the end of the day, man, you're a grown ass man. You got kids. This was not too long ago. This was in 2016. You feel me? Like, I could just imagine what your other women had went through. Kim Porter. Some of these other, God rest her soul. Like, bruh, this ain't the first time you probably did that, my guy. And, God is always, revealing, to the people who deserve it. And sometimes you can have, but you can only have for so long. You feel me? And Diddy, what you did, man, that's some coward-ish, man. I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm trying not to, get outside my body, even though I want to, because even though, hey, you deserve it, my guy. But I ain't gonna hop on my soapbox, man. I got to talk about sports here on this pod. I got to go and talk about a lot of other things. But Diddy, man, hey, you will no longer be a part of the culture. You are no longer the culture. And I promise you, like, moving forward, like, dog, it's gonna be hell, earth, wind, fire, anything supernatural. You're gonna need it all to help you get some type of I want to say pool in the industry again, or get some type of dignity or some type of respect from other people in the industry. Because at the end of the day, dog, it's a wrap for you. come on, bro. You got a mom, bro. Would you do that to your mom? What if somebody did that to your mom, Diddy? What you gonna do? What if somebody did that to your daughter? What you gonna do, Diddy? That's all I want to know. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, it's like you can't come back from something like that. And I wish he would try to come back from something like that. He hopped online, he apologized and said he was disgusted. Oh, you should have said I belong in jail. You should have said I belong to get my ass kicked. That's what you should have said. And at the end of the day, man, like it's crazy, dog. It's crazy how things work out the way they did. Because for that coming to light and for people not even believing Cassie after that lawsuit came out, because if you don't know, right now Diddy is facing a lawsuit. He is facing multiple lawsuits. He settled with Cassie, the woman who he was seen beating in this video. He settled with her a day after the lawsuit was presented for $30 million. And obviously it's a reason for that. Obviously, he probably thought that this video was never going to see the light of day, but obviously, guess what it did? And at the end of the day, Diddy, like, I'm happy this video, saw the light of day because, bro, at the end of the day, bro, you going to get what's coming to you, dog. Because I dare hit any grown man like that, kick any grown man like that. You feel me? Do anything like that in public and see what's going to happen to you, dog. It's crazy, bro. What goes on in some of these men heads, dog. You got a brother. I mean, you got my mother. You got grandma. You got a sister. You got daughters, dog. You got daughters, bro. Like, think about that as a grown man. What would you do if somebody kicked on your daughter, sucker punched up behind her head? I didn't want to talk about the video too much, but I'm just telling you what the video was, man. But come on, man. As a man, dog, you ain't no man, dog. As a man, and man to man, I wish you would do that to me. I wish you would do that to another man. You feel me? Do that to somebody who can stand 10 toes with you, my guy. You feel me? But as far as you, Diddy, I ain't gonna give you no more time on my platform. I ain't gonna give you no more time on the light of day, but you a sucker, you a coward, you a bitch. Fuck you. I hope you get your ass beat. I hope you end up under the jail. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. I'm sorry, audience, but hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. God forgive me, Lord forgive me for my language. I'm sorry, but I won't fuck with people who do that. Put your hands on a woman, dog. Fucking coward. I don't respect no man who puts their hands on a female. No man. Period. Let's move on, man. So moving on. Right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they are playing Denver in a game 7. Right now, they're down 15. It is halftime right now. And right now, hey, it's looking like Denver. Hey, it's looking like they're going to coast to a victory in this game. Anthony Edwards is not having his best game. He's 1 for 7 right now with only 4 points. On the other side, you got Jamal Murray with 24 points with damn near 4+ threes in the game. And yeah, it's going to have to be an uphill battle for the Minnesota Timberwolves to get back into this game. I believe they can because I got them winning this game. And I got them ultimately going on to the NBA Finals. But, at the end of the day, if you're just now tuning in, I'm going to continue to cover the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to continue to talk about them. And, hey, you better get your popcorn ready. The second half about to start. I got my popcorn ready. All right. I'm ready. You ready? Come on now. I got my popcorn ready, my guy. All right. All right, second half, come on. It's going to get serious. When I say serious, I mean serious. But anyway, though, let's move on to another one of our topics, man. And one of them is basically like the state of hip-hop, man. And what's next in hip-hop, And I feel like at the end of the day, what's next, man, is, it's going to be interesting to see where hip-hop goes for this. Because hip-hop, the sales was down last year. It was a lot of things and a lot of rumblings about like hip-hop, being, not last in any categories by any means, but, not having hip-hop on the front forward as far as Grammys and as far as other awards and things like that. Like, at the end of the day, hip hop didn't have its best year last year. But now, with Drake and Kendrick, what them boys did, you feel me? And kind of revitalizing hip hop a little bit, you feel me? And that beef actually having them in the whole world engage with them, you feel me? I'm loving, the state of hip hop right now. I'm loving, the music that's coming. I'm loving, the fact that we gonna get a lot more music because it's summertime too. I'm ready for some more summer anthems. I'm ready for some outside music, because hey, I know y'all ladies, but I know y'all gonna be outside. hey, I know y'all gonna be outside. I'm just saying. Yeah. Saying y'all outside, you got shorties going on tour saying they outside. Megan Stallion said, hey, guess what? It's an outside tour. Hey, I feel you. Go ahead, do your thing, girl. Hey, I got my popcorn. I'm ready for the show. You understand me? I'm ready. But seriously though, man, it's gonna be very interesting to see how hip hop, carries this wave that was created by Drake and Kendrick and by that beef. And if they can capitalize, as far as garnishing more, listeners, garnishing more, concert sales, also, just getting more people, to engage with the genre and putting the genre back at the top for the year. Last year I'm pretty sure it was country music, and then it was something else, and then it was hip hop. Like at the end of the day, you feel me? Hip hop got a resurge. That's thanks to Kendrick and thanks to Drake for giving Kendrick and the rest of the industry that stimulus package. Because at the end of the day, that's what we gave them. It was a stimulus package, and it was the biggest of Drake's career. At the end of the day, hey, you're welcome, Kendrick. Hey, like he said, yeah, sure, you should damn near pay us too, boy. You're welcome. Because I guess what that album rollout is going to be, CS, you're welcome. So it is what it is, man. SO to Drake, SO to Kendrick, SO to even, I'll throw Future in there because, hey, at the end of the day, he came with some good music too. And, I respect where hip hop is right now. I respect where the culture is right now as far as hip hop goes. And at the end of the day, man, it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning. And for hip hop to be getting resurgent right before summer, hey, it's a lot of people in the lab right now. It's a lot of people in the studio right now trying to come out with that summer banger, trying to come up with that summer hit, that summer bop. Kendrick damn near kind of started it off with like that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, not like us. Sorry. He kind of started it off. Get motherfuckers outside bopping. It's already in the clubs. You feel me? I heard it. I ain't gonna lie. I even bopped to it a couple times, a little bit, and then I had to, get my mind right and say, hold on, I'm a Drake fan. I heard it. Come on. I can't listen to that. No, but seriously, man, hey, right now, if you don't know, I am going back and forth with the Minnesota Timberwolves game, and I'm also, getting you out of the pod, bro. We're talking about a little bit of everything. You feel me? You look at the description. If you want to know when we gonna hit on certain topics, if you want to know what's coming next, hey, make sure you tune all the way in. You feel me? We just touched on that guy who's been in the news for beating women. I don't even want to say his name. We just touched on him. We also just touched on the state of hip hop, real quick with Drake giving Kendrick the biggest stimulus package of his, career. And, them revitalizing hip hop and getting hip hop ready for the goddamn summer. Because guess what? There's going to be a lot of summer anthems coming. There's going to be a lot of people dropping and you getting ready to, hey, I want that summer anthem. I want my song playing in the Cubs or something. You feel me? Hey, they got hip hop buzzing. So now let's give the listeners some more music to listen to. Let's give them some bops. Let's give them some music that's going to have them outside living their best lives. You feel me? Like, that's just, the reality of it. And not just being realistic, So, hey, there's a lot of artists in the lab right now coming up with that summer bop. We're going to see who has it. We're going to see who has it because I'm going to even cover that. You feel me? I'm going to cover some summer songs. You feel me? I'm going to give y'all some of my live reactions to songs. I'm going to, go ahead, start giving y'all a little taste of everything on the Golden Gems podcast because we do everything. You feel me? But real quick, moving on, man. Moving on. Boxing. So if you don't know, that boy Tyson Fury, he lost in a split decision. To that boy Oleksandr Usyk. I said his name so wrong, but If you know who I'm talking about, then you know. If you don't, just type in who Tyson Fury lost to. This was a battle of the heavyweights, and this guy, he has damn near 3-4. He has won. He has won damn near 3-4 belts in 3-4 different weight classes. And that's impressive. The guy who beat Tyson Fury, and with this boxing fight, man, it was damn near like a hell of a fight, man. I enjoy good fights, but that boy Usyk, I can't even say his name. Hold on, what's his name? Oleksandr Usyk. I can't say his name, bro. Don't come at me. So the guy who basically defeated Tyson Fury. So I'm gonna say the guy who beat up Tyson Fury, because at the end of the day, hey, after that 6 or 7 round, boy, he was coming. He was hitting him with the right, left. He was walking him down. You feel me? He was smaller. He's smaller than Tyson Fury. You feel me? And at the end of the day, like, he wasn't holding back. He was literally walking. If you don't know what walking them down means, that means you're the aggressive in the fight. You're the one who's going after the other guy. You ain't sitting back. You ain't winging. You ain't dodging punches. No, you're the aggressor. You're going after them. You won't smoke. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this was a good fight, man. And Tyson Fury was getting his ass walked down. And Tyson Fury, hey, towards the end, boy, it looked like they should have called that fight a few times. But I'm like, ooh, what? I was like, that looked like that hurt. That hurt. Boy, hey, Tyson, you still up, but Tyson Fury big as hell, so it's gonna take a lot for him to get knocked down, bro. But at the end of the day, that was a hell of a fight. Obviously, like I said, Tyson Fury lost. It ended up going to a split decision. And at the end of the day, man, I love, the fact that, boxing as of late has been giving us these good fights. Boxing as of late, they've been having the best versus the best. And some of the best have been losing. Some of the best have been winning. That's obviously how life goes, but I love it and I enjoy it, and I am, embracing every minute of it, because, bro, boxing, at the end of the day is kind of getting revitalized a little bit right now. It was a little stale, it was a little, sour, and, a little dull, because some of the best fighters, at least in our up and coming generation right now, so Gen Z, so to speak, with them, it's like, man, at the end of the day, bro, like, they was actually getting after it. They've actually been getting after it. It's been some good fights. It's been some, some fights where it's like, okay, you're the best and I'm the best in the division, the best are going against the best, and I love it. At the end of the day, it's good for boxing, bro. It's great for boxing to see great fights and to see fights that us fans want, the fights that we actually are anticipating. You feel me? Even though I ain't gonna lie, this Mike Tyson versus that Paul boy, I ain't really want that fight. And y'all could have kept this fight. But I'm gonna still watch it. I ain't gonna pay for it, but I'm gonna still watch it though. I'm just saying, when that fight come on, we ain't want it as fans, because ain't nobody want to see this. But we gonna still watch it. It be like that. You feel me? At the end of the day, when our boy Paul get his ass knocked down by Mike Tyson, boy, hey, we gonna be watching. We ain't really want the fight. We can care less about it, but hey, we still gonna watch. You feel me? I want Mike to be walking him down. What? Hit him with that 1-2. Oh, I'm gonna watch. Like I said, basically, more of the story. We gonna be watching. But anyway, man. Anyway, seriously though, moving on, man. After hitting on boxing, we can talk about the NFL, man. What's going on in the NFL? It's a lot going on in the NFL. Really, not really. All right, what's going on right now? If you don't know, Tua Tagovailoa. So yes, Tua. He has not reported to OTAs. He is not doing any off-season training right now with the Miami Dolphins. If you don't know, Tua Tagovailoa, he is the Miami Dolphins quarterback. Yes, he is the quarterback who is looking to get paid. He's looking to get that bag, boy. And he's holding out right now. And I believe he will hold out maybe a couple games into the preseason until he get that probably $200 million deal. He want that Joe Burrow money. He want that Patrick Mahomes money. He want that Lamar Jackson money. And in my opinion, yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about Tua because I don't want to trash him. You feel me? I respect Tua as a quarterback. You feel me? He's solid, but I don't think he's a guy. I don't think he's him for real. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get his money. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's him. You feel me? And at the end of the day, Miami, they got some weapons now. They got Waddle. They got Tyreek. You feel me? They got a nice little solid running game, like the running back at Tua. They got Tua at least somewhat. He's solid, like I said. At the end of the day, man, I don't really know too much, that I can say bad about Tua, but he is injury prone. He has, at the end of the day, been, kind of inconsistent, at least come the playoffs and come towards the end of the season. At the end of the day, man, I feel like he should get paid. He's gonna get paid at the end of the day, but he's still got a lot to prove. Right now, they just added another weapon. If you don't know, Odell Beckham Jr. is now in Miami. He's playing for the Miami Dolphins. So, hey, with Tyreek, Waddle, and Odell, it's going to be some expectations now, Tua. That defense is solid, too. You got Ramsey on that defense. So, at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting. At the end of the day, Tua, you gotta show your worth. You got to play now. Hey, it's going to be a lot of people waiting on you to fail. There's going to be a lot of people saying, hey, why we pay him this money and he going out here not doing his thing? But you're going to get your money. You're going to get paid. They ain't going to let you hold out, especially not with them weapons they invest in. They going all the way in. That's why they getting that defense together. That's why they got Ramsey over there. That's why they just signed Odell. You feel me? They got, hey, at the end of the day, Miami geared up now. And, hey, it's the best time to do it. Why, the Bills, at the end of the day, they just, shifted off. So the Bills are in the same division. That's why I'm bringing them up. The Bills just shipped off, that boy Diggs to Houston, a team we're going to touch on here in a few. And at the end of the day, Miami, like, hey, we can win the division and we can potentially set ourselves up to make a nice little run in the playoffs. And I can see him doing it. But Tua's going to have to prove a lot, especially with him trying to get paid right now, which he will get paid. And I'll show you the popcorn when I'm watching this Minnesota Timberwolves versus Denver game. Hey, you got my popcorn ready. But anyway, back to Tua. Man, hey, I believe at the end of the day, Tua's going to get his money. He's going to get paid. But with them making these off-season acquisitions, them getting this defense, ready, them having Odell now, having Tyreek, they got the pieces. Tua just got to go out here and really ball. Like I said, they're going to give him his $200 million because that's the quarterback market. That's where it's headed. That's where it's going. At the end of the day, like I just talked about, Jared Goff trying to get paid. He's about to get paid. Tua's about to get paid. They're going to reset the market a little bit. Not drastically, but obviously the quarterback market is doing what? Always going up. That's the market in the NFL. The quarterbacks always get paid. In the quarterback market, if you don't know, it always does this. Everybody else's market seem to go like this or sometimes go like that. The running backs, wide receivers, I can go on. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, seriously though. At the end of the day, like I said, quarterbacks don't get paid. Tua's going to get his money. He's going to hold out for a bit. He's missing OTAs right now. And, that's the story. But with him getting Odell, him having these offensive weapons, them gearing up that defense, them having Ramsey on that side of the defense to be the leader, hold it down. Miami got some expectations for you now, Tua. They give you this money. So just be ready to ball. I'm not saying you're not, but you better be ready. Now, moving on, switching gears. So if you don't know, now you know. All right. So, real quick. The NFL. Okay, not really the NFL. Okay. It was Bleacher Report. Okay, Bleacher Report basically released, the predictions for the best offenses or, the offensive rankings, basically. So we ain't got to say, but the offensive rankings best going into the year in the season, 2024 to 2025. Okay, so basically, long story short, at the end of the day, the Bleacher Report, they listed the best offenses, and I want to talk about them. So guess what? We're going to talk about them. And if you're just now tuning in and you want to get an update really quick before we talk about these teams, I got to go ahead and tell you, hey, right now, Minnesota, they just climbed back. And it's a score is 57-61. Boy, hey, it's almost the end of the third quarter. Let me hurry up and finish talking about the NFL because guess what? Boy, we finna go ahead and touch on this fourth quarter in this game. Oh, let me hurry up. Okay. And then, I thought he made it. I told you, get your popcorn ready. I told y'all this is going to be a good game. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Minnesota. Hey, at the end of the day, you climb back. Score is 57-61. I got my popcorn. Hey, come on now, Minnesota. You were just down 15 and a half. Something happened. I'm over the NFL and whatnot. I'm missing the game. And what? Okay, Carl Anthony Towns, boy. You came to play tonight. You came to play tonight. All right. Told y'all get your popcorn ready. This is a good game now. This is a good game. All right. Told y'all. Hey, Minnesota. I got you. Come on now. You can do it, Minnesota. Hey, make me a believer. I'm sorry, that was my ugly napkin. But I'm also obviously controlling my laptop right now, so I got to make sure, good popcorn. There's butter. Hey, there's butter. Got to make sure, my buttery hands don't get on my laptop. That's all. But I told y'all this is going to be a good game. But seriously, though, let me quit. All right. Moving on, though. Moving on. All right. Listen to me. For real, we moved on. We going to stick with the NFL, though. But we got to talk about these power rankings, man. So the power rankings for offense. All right. So, like I was saying, the NFL, they just released, not the NFL, Bleacher Report. Why I keep on saying the NFL? That's because Bleacher Report be fooling me sometimes. But Bleacher Report basically just released the NFL offensive rankings. All right, I'm going to rattle them off. I'm going to rattle off just 1 through 10. Actually, maybe 1 through 12. 1 through 12. I'm right off 1 through 12, and then we're going to talk about them. Right now, sitting at number 1 for best offenses in the NFL, you got the 49ers. Okay, we'll talk about that. Can't really fight them. They got weapons on weapons. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, you got to put them. They got the number 1 weapon of all in the NFL. Impact from home. Number 3, best offense in the NFL, the Lions, Detroit Lions. They got a whole bunch of weapons now. Hey, Detroit series. I keep Detroit right there. Number 4, the Dolphins, who we just talked about. Hey, they got Tyreek. And the other boy Waddle. And guess what? Who else they got? They just picked up Odell. Come on now. The Dolphins, their offense looking. And they're running back. Hey, Dolphins looking all right. Number 5, the Eagles. Now, I like the Eagles. I do like the Eagles. I enjoy the Eagles being in this number 5 spot. All right. I mean, at the end of the day, man, the Eagles, they're going to be back this upcoming year. They're going to make another run out there in the NFC. They're going to be probably in the NFC Championship game again, of course. And at the end of the day, man, like, I like the Eagles being number 5 offense. I think them and maybe the Dolphins, I can argue. Maybe even with the Lions too. But, I ain't going to fight them. Number 5 was the Eagles, like I said. Number 6 is the Ravens. Number 7, the Bengals. Number 8, the Bills. Number 9, the Cowboys. Number 10, the Packers. Number 11, the LA Rams. And then number 12, the Texans. I was kind of low-key disappointed because the Bears aren't in the top 15, I guess, right, in Bleacher Report's opinion, with the top 15 offenses. But if you take our offensive line into account, I give y'all that. But if we ain't taking the offensive line into account, and if we just, just basically just talking about, teams maybe with this off the field acquisitions, teams who, look great on paper, then that opens up the discussion a lot more, doesn't it? It does. So, real quick, man, we're opening up this discussion and us talking about this. With 1 through 5, I'm cool with 1 through 5. The 49ers, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Eagles. Boom, we leave on to them, man. Now, with number 6 through 12, now let's talk. The Ravens sitting at number 6. You can argue maybe the Bengals offense with Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. They still got Higgins. You can argue that the Bengals offense is better than, the Ravens, with just Lamar Jackson. And then now, of course, Derrick Henry. you can easily argue these two teams, but I'm not really gonna argue with them. With them being Ravens being 6, the Bengals being 7, you can flip flop them. I'm not gonna really argue, but still, I like that. I like them being right there in that slot. Now going to number 8, this is where it gets tricky. The Bills. I don't know why the hell the Bills are even in the top 15 after losing their number 1 wide receiver. Yes, they had a rookie who did pretty well last year, who they're expecting to step up and in place of losing, Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans, who we're going to talk about here shortly. I don't know, man. With the Bills, they don't not deserve to be in the top 15 offenses. You just lost your best wide receiver, dog. And then now Josh Allen, I still think he's unproven. He's like that in a lot of people's eyes. Don't get me wrong, but in my eyes, hey, I can argue. I can argue a bit. All right, but we can keep that right there. We ain't gotta argue too much. But the Bills, I'm swapping you definitely with the Cowboys, because the Cowboys at 9. The Bills, I'm just taking you out of the 15. So Bills, and so who I'm moving in there? We can put the Packers right there for now. So Packers are number 10. The Cowboys are number 9. The LA Rams are number 11, and the Texans are number 12. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make an argument for the Texans right now. All right, I'm gonna make an argument for the Texans to move up to maybe that slot number 10 or maybe even number 8 to 9. Because at the end of the day, Houston, yes, they had a rookie quarterback in CJ Stroud, but they got some weapons now. And then they just picked up the weapon from the Bills and Stephon Diggs, who still got some life left. You feel me? And they got a defense down there. They got a great, new head coach. But like I was saying, they got an offense down. This is the offensive rankings. You feel me? And here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually tell you. So the Houston Texans predicted lineup. All right. So at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, I like Houston. I like Houston. Okay. They got some weapons on offense. They just picked up Higgs. They just also picked up, that boy Joe Mixon from the Bengals, I should say. And that boy Joe Mixon, he's like that. I don't know why the Bengals, obviously they probably had another running back or two who they felt, can still, hold down the load and carry, the grunt. That's why they gave up, Mixon. But Mixon is a hell of a running back, in my opinion. I like Joe Mixon. He's a hell of a running back. But at the same time, I completely understand why, they gave him up, because they felt like they had another running back up and coming, fresh legs they could throw in there. We're going to see how that fares. Obviously, the passing game going to be there with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins still there, Burrow throwing to them boys. Come on now, the offense going to be straight. But still need that running game. So with Joe Mixon being in Houston now, playing for the Texans, playing for my new up-and-coming team, all I'm saying is, hey, be on the lookout. You feel me? Shoot, we still got that boy on the defensive side of things in Texas, playing for Houston too, Daniel Hunter. At the end of the day, boy, like, y'all better stop playing, man. Better stop playing. Hey, the Houston Texans, hey, we here, boy, and we here to stay. That's all I'm saying. But what touching on these rankings, man, the two teams that I really wanted to talk about was comparing, these Houston Texans to who? The other Dallas team. So who is the best Dallas team right now? You feel me? Is it the Houston Texans? Or is it the Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys, yeah. They got CeeDee Lamb. But after CeeDee Lamb, who they got? Schultz, the tight end? Dak? Who else they got? They finna sign maybe an old Zeke. Come on now. Who the Cowboys got compared to Houston? Hey, Houston, hey, they future looking bright now. The Cowboys, y'all looking like y'all might need another quarterback in a year or two. We're going to find out this year. Best believe that. Hey, I got my popcorn ready. So y'all just, going 11-6, maybe 12-5. Making the playoffs, but then getting knocked down in the first round. The Cowboys, they gonna do Cowboy things. I tell you this all the time. So we gonna see. Cowboys. Hey, I wish y'all the best. Y'all Cowboys fans. Don't get your hopes up, but you can. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but hey, if you get your hopes up, that's on you. All right, man. I quit. I ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys, man. I ain't gonna come at y'all Cowboys fans, man. I'm gonna let y'all live today. I'm gonna let y'all Cowboys fans live. But seriously though, the Houston Texans, without a doubt, got a better offense right now than the Dallas Cowboys. Because besides Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, once you get past them, who do you have? The Houston Texans, they just picked up Joe Mixon in the backfield. That's going to be a nice acquisition compared to who you got. You gave up Pollard, and then you bring back an older Zeke. Then now let's talk about the wide receiver core. We just picked up Stephon Diggs. Got another nice little wide receiver down there. I can't think of his name right there. But that boy nice too, who actually was holding it down this previous year with CJ Stroud and why he won Rookie of the Year. Versus who? CeeDee Lamb? Y'all tight end Schultz? Who else do y'all have? You feel me? Like, come on now. Hey, the Houston Texans offense, I think they're better. That's all I'm saying. I think they're better. And the Cowboys, we still waiting on y'all to when you get out the first round of playoffs. Or just make it to an NFC championship game. Cowboys, I got my popcorn ready for you this season. Let's see if y'all can make it to an NFC championship game. I'm rooting for you. Psych. Cowboys gonna do cowboy things. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready. Always. And at the end of the day, we gonna watch what they do. Now, moving on. The Denver Nuggets, they're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves right now. The score is 9-41. Man. 9-41, man. This game is getting serious. 72-72. Fourth quarter. 9 minutes to go. Ooh, Kylie. What? Oh, my God. Kylie just hit an impossible three. An impossible three. The score is now 75-72. 9 minutes still left to go. Game playing in Denver. Yoke for the three. They're tied up. Nope. Yoke is 0 for 7 right now. Tonight's game from 3. Or it might be in the series. Maybe I got that wrong, but I don't know. 0 for 7 tonight. I ain't seen him shot that many threes, but maybe they said that wrong. Got me listening to the commentators while I'm trying to talk to y'all. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, Porter for the 3. Oh, he missed. Yes. So right now, once again, it's 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hey, Minnesota Timberwolves, they're up 3. Score 75-72. I told you who I had winning. And the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, they came back roaring, boy. They came back and they said, hey, we ain't going down without a fight. I like it. I like that fight of you, Minnesota. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, That's what I'm talking about. Y'all proving me right, man. Y'all are proving me right. And hey, I'm here for it. I am here for it. You understand me? So with the Minnesota Timberwolves, hey, they up 4 right now. Well, 8 minutes ago, I told you who I had in this game. I told you who I had winning. So hey, let's see if I am correct. Let's see if I picked my matchups correctly. And let's see if your boy, hey, it's right. Because I am right majority of the time. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say a majority of the time, but I'm right most of the time. But most of the time, yeah, you see, you feel me most of the time. Yeah, see, But seriously though, man, hey, it's very interesting right now to see this game and this series and how it's shaping up, man. Like I'm loving every bit of it. I really am. You know, hey, they doubling Anthony Edwards, but everybody else for the Minnesota Timberwolves right now is stepping up, man, and it's great to see. At the end of the day, man, like this game is getting serious. Yoke finally just hit a 3. So that's good for I guess Denver. They still down 2, 8 minutes left. It's getting serious. It's getting serious. I told y'all this game. Get your popcorn ready. Have your popcorn ready. I told you, man. I love it. I love playoff basketball, man. I told y'all, I do not watch the NBA unless it's the playoffs. If it ain't the playoffs, then we don't need to talk. If it ain't the playoffs, then you can leave all that over there. All right. Talk to me when the playoffs hit. The playoffs are here. But speaking of the playoffs, man, we could go ahead and touch on y'all. Man, we're going to go ahead and touch on some of these other NBA teams. So the Pacers, if you don't know, why they just beat the New York Knicks, man. Why did the Pacers beat the New York Knicks, man? Let me tell you why. Because Jalen Brunson had a broken hand. Jalen Brunson was putting up 40 with a fractured hand. Come on now. He had that thing taped up damn near the whole playoffs. And he got to the point where at the end of the day, they couldn't ignore it anymore. So the Pacers, y'all are welcome. Y'all are lucky. But hey, at the end of the day, y'all won. I ain't gonna be no hater. And so to the Indiana Pacers. And so to Indianapolis, I know y'all lit. I know they turned up out there. Your boy might have to make a return. Psych. I'm cool. But anyway, seriously though, the Indiana Pacers, they are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. But guess what? You better bring out the brooms because they're going to get swept by the Celtics. The Celtics, guess what? You've made it to the NBA Finals. Congratulations. The Eastern Conference Finals will go like something like this. Bring out the brooms, like I just said. Because the Celtics, they're going to go ahead and make quick work out of Indiana. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think the Celtics going to come in, and I don't think the Celtics going to play with them. I think potentially now, Porzingis might even come back, later on in this series. Potentially, he'll probably play in the NBA Finals. I guess we're going to find out. But, for now, though, it's interesting to see, how it plays out with, the Pacers making it this far and making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks, they were supposed to be here. Jalen Brunson didn't play tonight in this game 7. That's life. Sometimes, hey, if he probably would have played with that broken or fractured hand, it probably would have got worse. Maybe required surgery. Mess around can end his career. So at the end of the day, Jalen Brunson, you play your ass off. You prove that, hey, you finna, when they pay you next, boy, you finna take care of generations. Brunson, you feel me? New York, they didn't got their star. So y'all gonna be back next year. Hopefully y'all can pick up another piece or two in the offseason. Maybe y'all can get Donovan Mitchell. I'd like to see him in New York. But, hey, the Pacers won tonight. because there was no Jalen Brunson playing for the New York Knicks. They're his team, man. They're his team. The Knicks don't go on and win this many games and actually be a goddamn show like the old Knicks back in the day in the 90s without Jalen Brunson. They don't get this far without Jalen Brunson. So thank him for getting out this far. At the end of the day, he had a fractured hand. He didn't play, like I said. Congratulations to the Pacers making it, to the next round. But at the end of the day, like I always said, since the Bucks got eliminated, the Celtics, congratulations on making it to the Eastern. Well, not even to the Eastern Conference Finals, to the finals. My bad. Congratulations to the Celtics for making it to the finals. Let's move on. Now, in the West, that team, them dogs, the Mavs, I called it. I said that the Mavs, I said that them boys was going to go ahead and do what? They did what to who? Yeah, the Mavs. They did the goddamn thing. They ended up beating the OKC Thunder in 6. And Kyrie and Luka, them boys showed up, man. And they proven, hey, we can work together. Kyrie and Luka, hey, they looking like they want to compete. They looking like they want to make it to the NBA Finals. You feel me? They looking like they're going to give whoever win tonight, either in Minnesota or Denver, they going to have their work cut out for them playing the Mavs. Because guess what? That boy Kyrie and that boy Luka Doncic, they looking like they can be some. I ain't saying that they is some. I'm not saying it's going to be some. All I'm saying is, hey, Kyrie and that boy Luka Doncic, hey, it's going to get serious now. It's going to get serious. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. You understand? Like, man, it's going to get very good, very fast. You feel me? The Mavs, I feel like they're going to take whichever team wins tonight to a game 6 or 7 next round. The Mavs going to be a tough out. They will be. And now, if you don't know, I'm still watching this Minnesota Timberwolves game versus the Denver Nuggets. Minnesota is up by 3. The scores, 81 to Denver's 78 with 6 minutes to go in the game. It's getting serious out here. It's getting very serious. I told y'all, bring your popcorn. You have your popcorn ready. Because this game is, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Hey, I told you who I had winning. Minnesota gonna do the damn thing. Minnesota up right now. But that boy, Luka, I say Luka. That boy Yoke. The Joker, he ain't going for none of that. He already got a double-double. Damn, I'm trying to go ahead and go for that trip dub. Hey, it's getting serious right now. I got Minnesota. It's 6 minutes to go in the game. Minnesota is up by 3. So, now they up by 4. Still 6 minutes to go in the game. Gobert just hit a free throw. Man, this game is getting serious, though. This game is serious. But like I said, whoever wins this game, they will have to see the Mavs. The Mavs going to take them to 6 games. Bare minimum. They're going to take them to 6 games, bare minimum. The Mavs going to get 2 wins off of whoever they play. Because Luka and Kyrie have proven to me that they can at least get 1 or 2 wins. Playing any opponent in this series. I believe they dialed in. I believe they locked in. And for them, at the end of the day, them shooters, all they need is a game or 2 to be shooters. And they're going to have a game or 2 where they are shooters. And they're going to have a game or 2 where they are putting up numbers and they are doing the goddamn thing. So I'm here for it. I want to see it. So Now, it's less than 6 minutes to go in the game. The score is 83, Minnesota, to Denver, 78. Anthony Edwards just came down the court. He took a drive. No foul call. The score has Denver down 5 points with less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Less than 6 minutes, actually. Man, it's getting serious. It is getting serious. Hey, Anthony Edwards. Hey, go ahead and finish the goddamn thing, my guy. Come on, we ain't saying no. Hey, we ain't getting off a stream. We ain't getting off of here until that fat lady sing and the buzzer sound. But moving on and switching gears to another topic. My boy, Bronny James. Yes, Bronny James. Yes, the son of LeBron James, the legend, the GOAT. In some people's words, in some people's eyes, some of the delusional people. But nah, we ain't going to talk about all that. But LeBron James, his son, if you don't know, Bronny James, attended USC, averaged 4 points. He declared potentially to be in the transfer portal or put his head in the NBA draft and get drafted. He just had his NBA draft combine. He just went to it. Going into it, he was ranked the 96th player to be eligible for the draft. And on ESPN's predictions of the overall grades and the overall vision and the overall mock drafts that you see everywhere, he was ranked 96th. After going to the draft combine, after having a day where he didn't play so well in the scrimmage, I heard, then proving his worth, having, 4 points, 4 rebounds, leading his team to a nice little victory, during the draft combine, playing on that draft combine team, competing against some other kids in the draft. He did the same. He weighed in at 210 pounds. He is 6'1.5". He also, did his thing and shot one day, 19 or 24, I believe. So after the draft combine, it earned him being 59th after coming from 96th to being 59th in the top 60, basically predicted to potentially get drafted into the NBA this year. He's ranked 59th. So it's a chance. It's a possibility. He can do it. I believe he can. But it is just yet to be seen. So, Bronny James, him even having a shot of being looked at after averaging 4 points, after potentially coming off I don't really want to, bring up old stuff, but he did have, a heart condition where it almost put him out, for extensive time, and that's why I felt like it set him back, going into this year because he couldn't really do anything during the summer because he was battling back from that heart incident that happened, and with all this and him being projected as the 59th player to be taken in this draft, or to be projected as the 59th best player in this draft. It's going to get interesting. It was reported that he talked to the Lakers and interviewed with the Lakers, during the draft combine. I don't know any other teams that he talked with. But with this, Bronny James, man, at the end of the day, it is nepotism. Because your dad is LeBron James. And I understand that you said that you don't just want to be known as LeBron James' son, but you will forever be known as LeBron James' son. And at the end of the day, it's going to take you damn near having a career that maybe sniffs his a little bit for you not to be compared your whole life or your whole career to your dad. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take you being the second coming of your dad. And there's rumors on the street that might be your younger brother, Bryce. I'm just saying. So with Bronny James, him coming out, I believe he should go back to college. But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you only gonna learn, by playing with NBA players. You only get better by playing with NBA players, being on an NBA team. So if my pops could get me into the NBA, shit, get me into the NBA, pops. What's up? Hey, it is what it is. We can play with each other in a couple of years after your contract's up in LA. LA might mess around, even draft Bronny. Or shoot, if I'm a team out there, knowing LeBron want to play with his son, hey, Bronny, come on, I'm gonna take you. What's up, Bron? Come on, we need them tickets, baby. Y'all can play together. We'll be get bad for a couple of years, not doing nothing, but we watching y'all two play together. Oh my God, look at that. The greatest thing in there for the next 1 year, 2 years until LeBron retire. If I'm a team, I'll fuck around and do it. Hey, LeBron said he want to play with his son. So come on, Bron. Your son over here. Come on. Don't you want to play with him? Come on. We got him on the contract for 3-4 years. You got to come play with us over here. Yeah, I'll draft Bronny James. Heck yeah. Sit right over there, Bronny. Get better till your dad comes. I'm just saying. But it's going to get interesting, man. It's definitely going to get interesting. All right. Bronny, I believe at the end of the day, he will continue to get better. He will, be a player in the league, maybe like a Drew Holiday, maybe like who was a player that plays? Gabe Vincent, who plays for the Lakers. Maybe a Caruso. I can see, potentially, Bronny coming into the league and doing some damage, doing a little bit of damage. You gonna always be compared to your pops. You always be looked at as LeBron James Jr. to some people, and to some people's eyes. You will probably never be as good as your pops. That's just us being realistic. Your little brother very well might be better than you. That's just a potentially chance, but everybody's little brother can potentially be better than him until he ain't. And until you prove yourself in the league. So, Bronny, hey, I want you to do your goddamn thing. F the haters. F the people who downed you. And, hey, if you want to get drafted, go ahead and keep your hat into the draft this year. And let the chips fall where they may. You'll get picked up by somebody. Go ahead and do your goddamn thing, Bronny. Hey, I'm here for it. Might be a little nepotism going on if you get drafted. Not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, Bronny, do what you gotta do, bro. Like I said, if my pops was in it, hey, pops, get me in through the back door. Get me in through the back door. I want to play in the league now. Get me in, pops. Hey, I'll do the same thing. Bronny, you ain't gonna be able to run from that name, though. You're the second coming, supposedly. But your brother might be really the second coming. But that's another story for another day. We're just going to let the chips fall where they may and see down the road. But, Bronny, I mean, hey, if you stick to coming out, kudos to you, my guy. You don't get picked up. And just, hey, make the best of your, time wherever you land. And work your ass off to just become a better player. And should prove your self-worth that you won't always have to be known as just LeBron's son. Point blank, period. But now, hey, it's getting to crunch time now. The Denver Nuggets are losing. Yes, they're losing. They are losing. To who? To who? The Minnesota Timberwolves. It is less than 4 minutes to go in the game. They're losing 89 to 82. Is a Nick and Tuck game. They are actually now losing 92 to 82. And man, I told y'all Minnesota was gonna win. That boy Murray just went to the bench. They down 10 with 3 minutes left in the game. It looked like it's a timeout because I'm seeing the starters go to the bench. But at first I thought they were just taking their starters out. But I'm like, bro, it's still 10 minutes left in the game. Like, I mean, not 10 minutes, still 3 minutes left in the game. Still a 10-point ball game. Like, at the end of the day, no. Keep our best players out there. Let's see if they can come back. But they did just choke a 15-point deficit. Well, it's 15-point lead, as far as Minnesota goes. And, man, they lost. I'm calling the game right now with 3 minutes to go. 10-point lead. Minnesota up. Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing the Dallas Mavericks. And this is going to be a hell of a goddamn series. I'm excited. I am here for it. And, yeah, it's go time. It is goddamn go time. And, hey, I want to see what Minnesota does in this next round. I want to see what Kyrie and Luka come with. I want to see what Anthony Edwards still got left in the tank after this long-ass series. In a battle. But they proved they worth. Defense held strong. Hey, the Minnesota Timberwolves are playing the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals. A finals I'm sure nobody really predicted, if we're being honest. But, hey, this is going to be a hell of a goddamn series. This series going to 6 to 7 games. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. The Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. This series will be going to goddamn 7 games. Guaranteed. Watch. And then, you want to hear my early NBA Finals prediction? The Celtics playing the Mavericks. No, I'm guessing. The Celtics playing the Timberwolves, obviously. But, hey, Kyrie, Luka Doncic, make me a believer. Kyrie, hey, y'all play. Hey, this is a hell of a matchup. Y'all don't really got nobody to really match up with Rudy Gobert or Karl Anthony Towns. So it's going to take Kyrie going off and Luka going off. But this series, guaranteed, will go to 6 to 7 games. Guaranteeing it. And I got my money on the Timberwolves just because they have a better defense. They're bigger. They're longer. They're faster. The Dallas Mavericks, they got Luka. They got Kyrie. They got shooters. They got scores. At the end of the day, they can put some points up. But will they be able to prevail? Will they be able to actually stop maybe Karl Anthony Towns? Maybe a Gobert in the hole? Maybe a Karl Anthony Towns driving? Because Luka ain't playing no defense. Kyrie ain't playing no defense. So who the hell is stopping somebody? Seriously, think about that. When the Mavs now take on the Timberwolves, who the hell is going to stop somebody? Seriously. I don't know who. Let me know. I'm hoping somebody stop them, but I'm not holding my breath. But guess what? We're going to find out. We're going to definitely find out. But, hey, man, it's been a hell of a episode. Hey, I told y'all, we had a Gemz packed episode. Weekend Gemz was live and well tonight. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all showing your boy some love. At the end of the day, the Western Conference Finals matchup will be great. The Eastern Conference Finals matchup won't be so great. I got the Pacers getting swept by the Celtics. I got the Minnesota Timberwolves beating the Mavs in 6 or 7 games. And then I got the Timberwolves playing the Celtics in a hell of a fucking NBA Finals. So, hey, you heard it here first. The predictions are serious. Gems on Gems was given in this episode. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for showing me some love. I'm finna watch the end of this game and soak in my victory. I called the Mavs a win. And I called the Timberwolves a win. So your boy feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. Your boy doing his thing. Hey, ESPN, undisputed. Hey, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Nightcat. Oh, come on, man. Give me on there now. Come on. But seriously, man, I'm finna watch the rest of this game. You should too. Thank y'all for coming back, and thank you for tuning into the Golden Gemz Podcast with your host, Relly. And hey, make sure you do me a favor and send this to your mommy, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, Lil Johnny, Lil Timmy, Lil Susie, Lil Billy, Lil Bolly Bo, Lil Joanna, everybody. Make sure you send this to everybody so that way they can get these gems. All right? Don't keep all these gems to yourself. All right, weekend gems. Hey, another episode in the books. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you tuning in. And hey, guess what? We hey, deuces. Hey, should we go? Yeah, we go.